Welcome into sports. Yuma Catholic's Javier Lopez has built his reputation on the wrestling mat, and now he's setting his sights on the world of mixed martial arts. I caught up with the rising senior this morning to hear more about his journey and his dream of going pro.
Heist, 2, heist, 3, easy.
This weekend, Yuma Catholic senior Javier Lopez is stepping onto a new stage, competing in a statewide Jiu-Jitsu tournament as he expands his fighting skills beyond wrestling. As a Shamrock, he's shown steady improvement on the mat each season.
Freshman year, I got a only fifth place at state. Sophomore, got third. This last year, I got second. It's just driving me more and more to come for that first place.
He's also preparing for his first MMA fight in August with the Yuma Fight League after already turning heads last year.
I started YFL, chance fight. He texted me because nobody wanted to take on, his name was Diego Camarillo. He was a D1 state champ. Nobody wanted to wrestle him. So when he offered it to me, I'm like, why not? I ended up beating him 1-0. And, it was like, wow, it's like an amazing feeling.
Lopez says the losses help just as much as the wins.
I just want to better myself, even if any losses I get, it's just, trying to find something out of that to, make myself better.
He trains at the Pit and credits wrestling for giving him a base, and the support around him is growing.
And I got this young champion, and so I'm going to make sure he gets around the right people. We have guys like Calvin Gadstelum, who came out of Yuma and is doing things in the community, which I love. He'll probably train with Calvin in the future. Chance Farrar, another person, great wrestler here in Yuma. He also wants to see this kid win. So the whole community's getting behind him.
That includes multiple local sponsors who believe this kid is the real deal.
It's very surreal for me. I would have never seen this coming, having sponsors, gear sponsors, whatever, like Rev Gear. It's really helping me out, all these other sponsors like Sage and Sand, Buffalo, it's like, they're willing to give so much for me to, succeed.
His bracket this weekend includes fighters more than a decade older.
In my bracket for this upcoming state, I'll be the youngest one. My oldest opponents could be, I think, 34. So, even if they're bigger, stronger, it's gonna come down to technique, I can show why, I'm better.
Now a senior year ahead and multiple huge fights on his schedule, Lopez says he's all in.
Yeah, all the chips are in the basket, I'm giving everything I've got, YC, I'm graduating with my associates, so it's given me 2 extra years to see where I can take this before I can really have to go to college.
Lopez turns 18 in October and says he's ready to see just how far the sport can take him.
Lopez's journey, you can visit our website, kyma.com. Javier, best of luck this weekend. Let's